Hello, is this Ling Yu?
Oh, it is, man. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, Ling Yu. My name is Mohak. I'm calling from ABC. I'm one of the advisors here, and I just got your details from one of the prompts that you must have replied to on Marcel's Instagram. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, that was a few hours ago. Yeah, still fresh in my
Yeah.
head.
Well, I'm glad we got you early. Um, just quickly there, Ling. Do you have any nickname, or do you just want to go by Ling Yu?
Just Ling you, man.
All right.
Really
Okay.
out.
Okay. So Ling Yu, do you have any like my question is what got you interested in replying to Marcel's prompts there on Insta?
Mm. I think really was a case of finding the right thing at the right time. Because
Oh,
like we said in the DMs, I'm in a situation where I was working as a travel agent. That wasn't it for me. I had quit recently. I'm trying to start my own travel business, and obviously I need an income on the side for that.
yeah.
And because I've worked in a sales role before, hearing Marcel's story and remote sales, for me, it definitely was more down to earth and realistic than some
Mhm.
of the other get rich schemes.
No, I agree. I agree. What? So you said you used to be a travel agent. When did you quit your job? Sorry.
Yeah, I quit around, I think, yeah, it's only a matter of days, man. So it's
Oh,
only
okay.
like, I think like 10
Fairly,
days.
fairly new. And what are you doing at the moment, if you don't mind me asking?
Right now, I'm just going off of savings. So I really got that urgency for sure.
Fair. No, no, no. I get it. I get it. What are you looking to basically? You said that you do want an income so you can start your own travel business, but besides that, what else are you looking for to get out of high ticket sales?
Hmm. I think in high ticket sales, I really do want to develop a skill set that has such a level of understanding that I can actually translate it onto my travel business. Because I've come to realize, and just to give you a bit of context, um, my business is going to be selling luxury private tours to China,
Okay.
and no one's gonna teach me that exact same thing. So the
Mm.
hope for me is to definitely have a closing skill set and a level of understanding where I can actually translate that to what I'm doing. Because no one's gonna teach me to do that
Mm.
exact thing, you know?
Yeah. So then, um, you want to translate it onto your travel business in the future, and you did touch upon it a little bit, but what does it actually allow you to do? Like besides
You,
just moving on, using those skills to
mm,
uh,
yeah.
translate on your travel business. What does that, when you do translate onto your travel business, what does that allow you to do?
I think it'll definitely allow me to have the confidence to pitch that kind of product to a new customer. Because just to give a bit of context, the level of product, the prices that I'm working with here per couple is around 50 to $60,000.
Holy
And
crap.
yeah, and as a travel agent, these numbers for me they were chump change because it wasn't personal. I was selling someone else's stuff.
Mm,
So I think it'll give me the confidence and it's backed by skill set because it's a very niche space. And to be honest, there's really not that much competition in the market. So I'll probably be one of the only people selling. So if I can nail the sales bit, I
yeah,
think yeah, I'll be I'll be in a better place.
yeah, yeah. And being in the better place. So you said you lacked confidence, right?
Yeah.
What are you lacking confidence in the way you sell right now?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And the like the way that my current travel agent role is, it's actually flight center or was, is the only real thing that we leverage is just having that travel expertise
Mm,
and the knowledge. So we're so nice and so knowledgeable that people feel bad for ignoring us. So they don't want to leave. And then that's how we get the sale. I don't have the confidence to actually convince people. Very rarely at my travel agent job am I doing proper sales techniques.
mm. Yeah, no, I get you. I understand what that's like. So you basically, if you break it down a little bit further, you what you really want is to have the skill set in sales that you can eventually effortlessly sell your 50, $60,000 packages to China, right? Am I that?
That's it, man. That's it. Because like what I'm doing right now, I'm blabbing on for maybe a good 5 to 10 minutes at the start of every conversation.
Mm,
And admittedly, this kind of market that I'll be in, you know, the reality is that the majority of the clients who are well off and can afford something like that, they're
mm,
older than me. And
mm.
generationally, I can't. I can only try so hard to build rapport with someone who's old enough to be like my dad or my granddad.
No. So, bro, then what when you know, like, hey, I don't have the skills at the moment to sell to this clientele. What effect does that have on you, bro?
I think it definitely impacts my self-esteem because obviously at the start of a business, it's all about you.
Mm,
And I don't have the money to hire anyone. I don't have the money to, I don't know, get some crazy automated process. I think it's very discouraging because if I'm what's stopping the business
yep,
from operating, then
yep.
I'm directly at fault. So not having that skill set, and I've already to actually get to the point where you're at the sale, it would mean that the marketing worked, the website worked,
Mm.
everything that came before that, like it all worked, but then I was the weakest link in the chain and I messed up.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
a,
it'd feel
that's
like
a
shit to be like right at the brink of the sale and then it's me that
mm.
messes it up.
See, look, dude, that's quite brave that you were honest enough to tell me that, bro. Like, I want to commend you for that, firstly, right?
Yeah.
But you did say before that it affects your self-esteem. Do you want to break that down a little bit more? Does that affect your self-esteem just at work or outside of life as well?
Yeah, self-esteem is something that's definitely not just in the workplace and it's universal.
Mm,
For me, I've always kind of adopted this mentality of like I used to call it humility, but I realized it was just learned helplessness. And let's say if somebody asked me, "Oh, are you gonna make this travel business work, you?" I'm gonna be like, "Oh, hopefully." And in my mind, that's me being humble.
mm.
But in reality, I feel like it comes from a place of not really believing in myself, if that makes sense.
No, it does, bro. But no, it definitely makes sense, bro. I just want to ask, are you okay with staying like this?
No, man, because I think, like I said, meant earlier, it's just there's no way out, and it has to be me right now.
Mm.
You know, in the future when I get sales and whatnot, sure I can hire someone way better than me. But right now, it has to be me, and it's me stopping me.
Okay. Oh, that's very powerful that you said that. So just quickly, you said you have no way out. What does that mean for you? To break that down for me.
Mm. Yeah, when I said that I had no way out, I just meant that I could be doing all of the work preceding that sale, and
Mm,
it all goes well, but I mess up at the most crucial moment,
mm.
and that's just gonna break the whole thing.
So then, bro, what if you're cognizant of all these things, right? What's
Mm.
keeping you? Why haven't you? My question is, why haven't you tried earlier or in your past to try and make a change so that you could be skilled enough so you could get your self-esteem back? You could be the man you need to be for your business. What has stopped you, bro?
Yeah, I think I always believed in education and its power to change and give you a better skill set, but I guess I never really put in the effort to look while I was a travel agent.
Mm,
And I kept deluding myself thinking that, like, oh, if there's no one teaching this exact thing that I'm doing, then
mm,
no one can help me. But
yeah.
after speaking with Marcel, I feel like that skill set can be translated. Maybe not 100%, but hey, even 50%, that's infinitely better. So, circling back to what you said, I feel like the reason why I didn't really try anything was just I didn't think it was possible
Mm,
to to get that kind of education.
fair enough. And bro, so then when did you realize, like how long ago did you realize that this has been going on and I definitely need to like I as Ling you need to upskill so I can be better for my business and get my self-esteem back?
I think for me, in terms of like knowing when I had to upskill, honestly, when I clicked on the ad, because I'd engaged with Marcel's content,
Mm,
and through the way that he talked, even though like I wasn't getting sold or anything, you could see that composure. And if I compare him to me, there's a
mm,
clear difference. Circling back to what I said at the very start of the call, it's just right place, right time, man.
fair enough,
Right
man.
place, right time.
So do you feel like you're at the right place now to make a change?
Yeah, for sure. Because
No.
like the travel agent job, it was too stressful,
Mm,
and it even though I was working 5 days a week,
mm,
mentally I was there 7 days a week. So that's why I'd actually quit, and I got all the time in the world now.
mm.
But I'm obviously living on savings,
Yeah.
so
So
yeah, this is
realistic.
definite. This isn't just like I want to change. It's I need a change.
No, bro, I totally understand. Totally understand. Basically, what you're saying is, bro, right now you're living off savings, so it's either sink or swim, right?
Yeah, and I'm trying to jump out of that water. I'm not just trying to like float and just barely make ends meet, you know?
No, I totally understand, bro. But I also do get that you haven't taken the steps to like change before. Am I right?
No, not really, man. I never actually like proactively gone
Mm.
out and researched anything like that.
So, bro, Lingu, simple question then. If nothing changes, right? Where does this go? Say you're not you still had the job, whatever,
Hmm.
still working in travel agency. But if nothing changes, if you don't get those skills, where do you think your life is going to be like in 6 months? Break it down for me.
I think it'll be a very predictable 6 months, man.
How
The
so?
way that the travel agent job is, we're fighting for scraps in terms of commission. And I don't really see myself saving at a rate that is significant enough.
Mm,
And in 6 months, I feel like 6 months of working at the travel agent job means basically 6 months of not working on my business.
mm,
And with startups, like you need that momentum.
mm,
So in 6 months, if I had to continue, even if I did get another job,
mm,
I think ultimately the thing that will hurt me the most in 6 months is probably just the business as a concept dying.
mm. Yeah, are you okay with that?
No, man, because like this tour idea, I think it's the best model I got. I've done the drop shipping, right? I
Yeah,
made two bloody sales. This
yeah.
is like my best idea yet, because the whole reason why I'm doing this thing is because like here in Australia, there was a visa policy in 2023 that let Australians travel for 30 days, no questions asked, no visas. There's
Mm,
barely anyone in the space. I'm actually Chinese myself.
yeah.
Like this is it, man.
No, no.
It's as good
Definitely
as it gets.
working on your strengths is definitely something I would encourage, bro. I get it. I understand. Um, bro, if you had all the information in terms of high ticket sales, you had the coaching, you had the mentorship, you had the community that would keep you accountable and make sure your momentum is always on a forward motion. Yeah. Do you think you still feel like you had a lack of self-esteem because you didn't have the skills? Do you think you feel like that in about a year?
Definitely not, because like if I even think about it from a bad scenario, let's say in a year I still didn't manage to get my first sale with the travel business. But what if I'm fulfilled by the pay that comes from a remote sales job?
Mm,
At times when you're sad, at least you're paid.
mm-hmm,
So yeah, I think my self-esteem it's not limited to the touring business, and if I'm able to do well for myself in that remote sales role, and turns out the travel company takes longer than it seems, fine. I'm 22 years old.
Yeah.
When I'm 23 and I'm earning, I don't know, like, let's just say 10 grand a month.
Mm.
That's not bad, man. That's nothing to, like,
No, no,
complain about.
that's definitely no. I totally agree, and I would say from what you said, even if just to rephrase what you said, what I'm trying to say is if you did have the skills, you had a remote closing job, and then your travel agency still didn't take off, it wouldn't matter because you know you'd have the skills. Am I correct? You know you'd have that self-esteem and self-confidence back, knowing that you tackled something and you overcame it and you did really well. Am I right?
Yeah, for sure. Like, sales is in demand. And, I could even, like, accrue a bunch of savings with remote
Mm,
sales. Go for, I don't know, a 3 month sprint. And let's say that 3 month sprint turned out awful, didn't make a cent. I can just go back to that same role or a role that pays similar. Like,
but
that
bro,
skill set is there and it's not going. So, self worth wise, like, not permanently, but I've definitely increased my self worth both as an employee and like mentally as well.
and remind me again, bro, out of all of the things you said, why that getting that self-worth is important to you again.
I think getting that self worth is important just because it comes down to mindset.
Mm,
It's one of those things where I don't really think about, to be honest, because I thought it was always like hocus pocus. But
mm,
one of my mates, who's technically my business partner for this touring business,
mm,
him and I contrast like greatly in terms of mindset.
mm,
And through him, I realized that I didn't have the same self esteem as him.
mm.
I didn't have the same confidence as he did, and that's costing me money.
What else do you think it's costing you, bro?
I think I think not taking calculated risks.
And would you, Ling Yu, be willing to take a calculated risk with high ticket sales?
I think I am, man. I think I got a good base. um, I have the time. I think I don't really see any way out of it. I'm not going to the mines or anything, honestly.
Yeah.
This
there'll be a,
is like,
there'll be a big shift. There'll be a big shift in career if you did that.
yeah.
Do
So
you think do you think, Ling Yu, that you could get out of this situation by yourself? Or do you feel like you need your guidance, your mentorship, and a strong supportive community?
I feel like I honestly I do have a bit of that inner confidence, thinking that I can do it by myself. But if I'm gonna be real with you, and I look back on my life,
Mm.
I've been by myself all this time, and even though I say that I think I can do it by myself, the track record clearly doesn't show. I've tried the drop shipping, I've tried a whole bunch of other things, copywriting. It's a, I think I would love to have just structure,
Mm.
just some guardrails.
Look, bro, based on everything you said, I really do think, Lingu, that you'd be a great match for our program, right? Look, what I'm going to do is, are you free in about an hour, hour and a half? Are you free for the rest of the evening?
I am, man. Like, how much is it gonna cost me?
Oh, bro, look, here's the thing, right? So it really, I was just going to get to that. Firstly,
Yeah.
smart question to ask that, okay? Um, the only thing is, I actually cannot give you an answer. Now, the reason is I'm not trying to be some salesman about it. It's just every individual that we get through ABC, they seem to have different circumstances in life at the moment, right? And a different trajectory of how quickly and how far and long they want to go. The thing
For
is,
sure.
it'll just be better if I get you on the call, okay, in about an hour, and one of our advisors at ABC will actually run you through a 6 month plan, step by step. He'll formulate it for your particular needs and circumstances, and then he can give you an actual price of how much it will cost. I would just do I would do you a disservice if I told you a number right now because it might not be.
Mm. Yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes sense. But like, I feel like for me, especially considering the fact that I'm operating on savings and the stuff. my savings aren't really going up anytime soon unless I make a change. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty wary of scams. And
Have
how
you,
do I
have
know
you,
that this isn't a scam, man?
yeah, hold on. Have you been scammed before in your drop shipping or your what else did you say? You said drop shipping and did something else.
Copywriting.
Copyright. Yeah, did you get scammed in one of those?
I've never been scammed, but I've definitely paid for a lot of product that it was nowhere near its listed price. Like the value, it wasn't there.
No, I fully understand it. That's why um, we don't give you a blanket one size fits all. We actually do cater to the individual. Now, yeah, you can hold off. Here's the two options, right? You can hold off, and I get right, like savings are a concern for you right now. You can hold off and delay it, wait till your savings back, wait till your job is back. But we do realize that if we don't take action right now, like you said before, in the same 6 months from now, you're going to be stuck in the same position now. Do you think you could live with that regret?
No, man. It's been like, even though this travel agent job I've only just done over a year, but mentally, like this state's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
It's about time I stop.
So don't would you not say it's just the best idea is to take action today? And the advisor will give you, when you speak to him, not only will he lay, as I said, he'll lay out a plan to see if you're a good fit, right? And if you can participate properly. So once those two things are cleared off, then we can actually tailor a correct price for you, not for anyone else, but for you in general. Now, does that sound like something you'd be open for?
Yeah, man, that sounds good. I feel like, yeah, even though there's that wariness, but at least I can speak to an advisor and
Of course, of course.
figure it out for real.
Yeah. And what they will do is they will put your mind to ease. Like, I understand how there's a lot of scams and a lot of scammy gurus and programs online, especially in the make money online space. But
Mm,
once you get a call with our advisor and a senior advisor at that, he will put your mind at ease.
cool, man. I'm
Right?
ready.
So I'll send you the link right now, and then we'll talk to you in about an hour. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you so
Great.
much, man.
Thank you so much for your time. All right.
And caught.